Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic. Today we're taking a look at the 1990 Wiegert Vector W8 Twin Turbo. Yeah, this one was suggested by a YouTube comment. Journey Awaits is the guy who did it. Admittedly though, this one was already built and ready to go because I'm very curious about this one. We've seen with the Hot Lap Classic Remastered that cars with a lot of power that have very long gearboxes happen to do quite well around this track because having so long gears keeps the power in check. The Wiegert Vector W8 Twin Turbo has a 3-speed automatic gearbox. And so, technically speaking, this should be able to stay in the power band for very, very long indeed. So, should this be drivable? This should be quite quick. Mid-engined rear-wheel drive, 769 horsepower, 1,379 kilos. It is a hefty boy for a supercar, and an awful lot of torque. So for those of you who don't know what the Wiegert Vector W8 Twin Turbo is, I'll tell you after just quickly explaining. This car is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track to set the best time it possibly can. Current leader is the TVR Cerber LM Edition at 28.620. The Wiegert Vector unlikely to beat that. The Wiegert Vector should be aiming for Chevy Camaro Z28 30th anniversary, 29.982, and that was the car that sort of set the benchmark for cars with long gears that happen to be quite quick. If it can't beat that, the Lotus Esprit V8 GT, 30.592, that should also be doable for this. Again, like I say, that's if this, it's up on the Evo, so yeah, like I say, this, should it be drivable, which it's proving to be at the moment, this should be quite quick. As I mentioned, no shifting out of first gear in this, because it's got the 3-speed. Okay! Yeah! Yeah! Wiegert Vector! Hell yeah! Shove your Mitsubishi Evo up your trumpet. This is, yeah, alright, cool. Oh dear, this is quick. It is insanely quick, this. Admittedly, that lap was pretty much pitch perfect. What a car. What a car. I love the Wiegert Vector. This thing's mental. Basically, this car is not produced by a car company. Right, if you go on the grass and get... It does sort of go sideways, which doesn't help it. This car was not developed as a car. It was developed by an aeromotive brand. The idea is it's basically an F-16 fighter jet for the road, including the fact that it has all of like the dashboard equipment comes from like literal aircraft, which is awesome stuff. Yeah, I love the Vector. Unfortunately, Wiegert is not with us anymore. The man who made the car and created the company, sadly is no longer with us, but his spirit lives on in the Hot Lap Classic apparently. And yeah, I mean, they were planning in 2007 to launch a 2,000 horsepower supercar that was going to do 300 miles an hour and have a 10 litre, I think it was a 10 litre V8 was the plan for that car. Yeah, Jerry Wiegert, that was the guy, he was absolutely mental. And so is this car. It is undrivable. The more I'm trying to push more lap time out of it, it's just not happening. Yeah, you can see there, if it gets sideways on the grass, that's it, you're dead. But a bit like that TVR Cerber LM Edition, if you can keep it under control for a lap, it'll do the business, and it's done the business. It has done the business. 29.021. This is apparently the series where American cars just do insanely well. I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm ecstatic about that. I'm assuming that, yeah, that lap was pretty much perfect. I don't think you can get this into the 28s. You'd have a hard time doing that, but yeah. And also, like I said, I didn't even have to shift out of first gear, because by the time you're at the end of that straight, you're at the top end of first gear, so yeah, really, impressive stuff. 29.021 will put it into 4th place. It is our quickest non-race modded car. It is quicker than an Evo 4, Impreza WRX STI sedan, Escort rally car, Calsonic GTR. It's almost a second quicker than that Camaro. Yeah, this is this is absolutely mighty. It does have to be said, and maybe it bodes well for the other vectors in this game coming around this track, because they all, I'd imagine the gearboxes in them are all relatively similar. So, well, they're not 3-speed automatics, they're Lamborghini units, but that should still be long gearing. So, but we'll wait and see on that one. Yeah, what a car. Anyways, that's it for this edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. Of course you enjoyed it. Join me next time when I will be driving something completely different and nowhere near as cool. So join me for that, and until then, farewell.